Good evening, everyone. I'm going to get started in just a minute. All right, welcome. So tonight we are doing our 201 essential oil education with our oil tribe. This is Living and Sharing. We do these every single Sunday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The first few minutes is just going to be essential oil education, and then the last few minutes we're going to do a quick little business blip. And really it applies to anyone, I think in any sort of life right now that has goals. I love this topic. So let's get going. So my name is Allie Kitely. I am a doTERRA Silver, and I live in southwestern Washington. I am a wife and a mother of a couple little girls and a dog. We live out in the country. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm also an entrepreneur, and I am partnered with doTERRA as a wellness warrior. So tonight we're going to talk about Melaleuca essential oil. This oil, you guys, is an absolute must-have. It's one of the most popular essential oils out there. It's commonly also known as tea tree essential oil. I'm sure everyone has heard of it. This is probably the first oil that I actually used before doTERRA, and I had no idea how many uses it had. But most people know what tea tree is, and most people know what Melaleuca is. This is an absolute must, and it's in every single one, well, almost every single one of our starter kits as well. So we always have Melaleuca essential oil on hand. So what is it? Melaleuca is a leaf that is sourced from Australia. I know it's been used for hundreds of years by the Aborigines out there. And they used to actually pick the leaves and crush them up and inhale the leaves just to help support their respiratory systems, even way back when. So they even knew how powerful it was. But it's steam distilled. Most of you probably know what this smells like, but it's kind of like a herby, fresh, green smell to it. This says leathery. Key benefits, we'll talk about this more, but as you guys know, it is an excellent cleansing oil and is amazing on the skin. It also helps with our immune system and affects against any environmental or seasonal threats that might be out there. And we get to use this oil in all three ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. It is a very, very gentle essential oil. That's why it's one of my favorites. So it can be used neat, which is directly on the skin without dilution. But, for the sake of things, I still love to use carrier oil and dilute my oils. You're going to get more bang for your buck that way. And we all want our oils to last longer too. So, some popular uses. As we just read about a minute ago, you can use it for any skin irritations and apply a couple drops onto the affected area. One of the most favorite ways that I like using it is with the Melaleuca Touch Roller Bottle, which I'll talk about a little bit at the end. But it's a roller bottle that you can it's already pre-diluted and you can just rub it on. My 3-year-old actually is so funny. Someone asked her the other day what her favorite essential oil was, and she said Melaleuca. I kind of laughed. That was a good one. But I know, and she knows, that whenever she has a little owie or something going on, that she can just go ahead and grab that roller bottle and she'll roll a little bit onto her finger and then just kind of like touch it where whatever's going on. We even have some diaper rash that we found out just a couple minutes ago that we're dealing with. So we're probably going to bust out the Melaleuca and some other soothing essential oils as well. You can also add it to your water, your food, drinks. You can even put it in the veggie caps, and that's going to also help support your immune system, help fight stuff away. We don't want any threats in our body. Let's kick them out. You can also add a drop or two to your cleanser or your moisturizer, maybe in your toners for your skin, and just apply that. You can also use it as an aftershave as well, but any blemishes that you have on your skin, go ahead and put some Melaleuca on them. It's really great oil. You can also use it on any fingernails, toenails that are kind of yellowy, or even just as like a nice simple upkeep. It'll help keep your nails and your nail beds healthy. You can add a few drops to a spray bottle and mix it with some water and use it as a little DIY cleaner. I like to put it in the diffuser every now and again just to help, give the room just a fresh smell, cleanse the air. If we need any respiratory support or immune boost, Melaleuca is really great just to have going on in the home. So emotionally, Melaleuca, it's the oil of energetic boundaries. It says disinfectant by nature, Melaleuca, also known as tea tree oil, clears negative energetic baggage. That sounds amazing. So negative emotions that it helps with, like the baggage that we talked about, those parasitic and codependent relationships, poor boundaries, people that are toxic, weak-willed, positive, energetic boundaries, respectful connections, making you feel more empowered, resilient, and honoring of others. When you're using it emotionally, a really great place to put it is over your heart or on your wrist, any of those pulse points, and that'll really help with those energetic boundaries. So from our doTERRAblog.com, I love this site. It has so many fun things, especially if I want to play around with my oils or try something new out. There's like never enough info there. You can just search whatever oil or whatever thing you're looking for on the top, and a bunch of stuff will pop up. For example, you can make a makeup brush cleaner. There's a really relaxing, soothing foot salve. There's a mouthwash that has Melaleuca, along with some other oils like cinnamon, clove, on guard, peppermint. It sounds really good after, actually. There's aftershave, a yoga mat spray, and a really simple clay face mask. All of those include Melaleuca. So it is a very, very versatile oil. Kind of the reason why I said it should be like the top 5. This is an amazing oil. Everyone, in my opinion, has to have Melaleuca essential oil. It's really powerful stuff. And one of the really cool things going on is this month, if you have paid attention to what's going on in doTERRA, you can get that touch roller bottle that I talked about. This is the one that we have all the time. Actually carry it in my purse. It's a must-have. But you can get this guy for free this month with any 125 PV loyalty rewards order by the 15th of the month. So we have another week, I believe, a week and a half. So you've got a few more days to get this, but go ahead and update your LRP orders, throw some stuff on there, or even create one if you haven't done that yet. If you don't know what LRP, you don't know what loyalty rewards is, go ahead and talk to the person that enrolled you, or you can shoot me a message. We also created another video a couple months ago, I believe, on the loyalty rewards program on what it is, what the benefits are, and how to make it. So get that going, and you can get this oil for free this month. It's pretty awesome. All right. So the second half for our business, I wanted to talk a little bit about living by priority. And this really came up from a really great book that I'm reading. It's called The One Thing, The Surprisingly Simple Truth Behind Extraordinary Results. It's by Gary Keller. And anyone that lives a busy life, I think that you need to go out and read this book. Or if there's an audiobook for it, I don't know, get the audio, I don't care. Make the time to read it because it will change your life. Because you know what? We are all busy. And we really need to figure out how to zone in and accomplish what we need to during the day to get what we want. But living by priority, there's this little quote that I read in it that I thought was just perfect. It says, live with purpose and you'll know where you want to go. Live by priority and you'll know what to do to get there. And that's really what we're going to talk about tonight. So every day when we wake up, we have a choice. What are we going to do today? What should I do? What do I need to do? What's a must-have? With direction, a compass, a purpose, a why, we will get somewhere. Okay? That's going to give us somewhere to go. But with a purpose, there will always be something that you must do. And when you live on purpose, and that purpose, that why, living with priority, and by priority, really, it comes next. And purpose without priority is completely powerless. Okay, if you could have all the purpose, wants, wishes, whys, direction in your life that you want, but if you don't make that a priority, it doesn't matter. You know, your why is never going to happen if you don't make time for it and make it an absolute must to get done. And another thing about priority too, it's called priority. It's not called priorities. It's just one thing. One thing is the most important. So we need to learn how to goal set to the now. When you need to know your future goal and then how you are going to get there. So why do we even set goals and make plans? What is the whole purpose behind any of that? It's to be appropriate in the moments that matter now. Okay, we're talking about the now. We're not talking about 5 years from now. We're not talking about a year. We're not talking about a month from now. We're talking about what's going on in our lives right now. And while you may, pull things from your past or think about the future, the only thing that is reality is right here in the present moment. And right now is all that you have to work with. So what are we going to do about it? How do we make the most of right now? So I want you to think about just a little fun thing right now, a someday goal. And this is going to be, if you want to dig deeper into it, this is going to be your why, your purpose. What's the one thing that you want to accomplish? Okay, so think about that. Now, 5-year goal. Oops, that's not supposed to say someday. So based on your someday goal, what is the one thing that you can do in the next 5 years to make that someday goal happen? Okay, just 5 years from now. Doesn't seem so scary. Now, based on your 5-year goal, what's the one thing that you can do this year to make that happen? Oh, let's break that down even more. Monthly goal. What's the one thing that you can do this month to make that someday goal happen? Now, based on this monthly goal, what's the one thing that you can do this week to make that monthly goal happen? And again, what's the one thing that you can do today to make your weekly goal happen? And then based on that daily goal, what's the one thing that you can do right now? Okay? That right there is the one thing. And just focus on one. Don't think about all these other crazy things that are going on. Okay? Doing this, it will help guide you into thinking and determining what your most important priority is. Okay? Again, priority, not priorities. Okay? There's lots of other things that need to happen, like family time, self-care, self-development, but think about what you want in the future and how much of a priority is it if it happens. You need to have priority with purpose. It's an absolute must. So I want you to write down your goals. Keep them close, because knowing your future goal, that's how you begin. And when you break it down like this, you can help identify steps that help you accomplish what you need to do along the way to get there. And once you know what to do, once you know that one thing, the only thing left is to go from knowing to doing. So that's my challenge for you all, is do. Don't just live with purpose, but live with priority. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you guys all next week. All right, have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.